Hey guys, what's going on? Caleb here, and today I'll be doing a video on my World War II German army. So the infantry part of the army consists of 20 figures, not a lot, but I use them in basically all of my mocks. And then the vehicle portion contains 4, not including the artillery piece. So altogether, again, 20 infantry and 4 vehicles, plus the artillery piece. So we'll just start out going left to right with the infantry. So over here, we have some winter camo Germans. Two of them have not MRU. They used to be MRU. TMC winter ponchos. So here and here. On the left, we have a MMCB print. Basically, it's like cloth that they use for the Lego capes. But it has printing on it, and it's actually kind of a cheaper alternative. You can put any color torso underneath of the cape, and then the coat, and then you can just have the the correct color of arms and that sort of thing, and then you just kind of have a standard just rifleman. I didn't have any white Car 98 torsos, but that works well because the Germans kind of adapted just whatever way they could. Now, moving on from that, we have 2 oak leaf Germans, again from TMC, and just this general area has all dark bluish gray. By the way, there are only 2 things in here that are not printed by... Actually, no, sorry, 3 things not printed by TMC. We have the coat from MMCB. We have some of these legs from Citizen Brick, which I will be giving away in a contest soon because these things look way too cartoony and Citizen Brick is evil. Then we have a figure from the next section that we're moving into. So first we have a Panzer Officer right here from TMC. Then to the right we have a Luftwaffe, crewmen that would be used in anti-aircraft guns or in captured vehicles that were used to defend the airports. And then we have the last thing that's not printed by TMC, and this is probably the best figure I own, just hands down with the printing. It's the Dot 44 print by Brickmania for a Panzer Crewmen. Just, if you look at the camo, it's so simple with the colors they put into it, but it just looks so nice. They have the boots on it, on the sides, the back. You can even see in that bottom right, stud, it spells out Lando, because again, Lando is the one who designs the prints from Brickmania. Just overall amazing print. I don't use it enough. I really should. Just I don't build big enough really to fit that many large tanks into it. But I can try doing something soon. So anyway, moving on from the specialists, I guess you could call them. We have our DAK, or the Desert Afrikakorps. So we have 3 light tan figures. I was going to be using these in the Tunisia collab with MJ Louder and the rest of Flo's Lug. That kind of fell apart. MJ, if you're watching it, I'm just gonna slap you, honestly. Probably not, but just figuratively. Then we also have some olive green figures to go along with that, because those troops, they just had kind of either the olive green kind of light color or the light tan, just to blend in with the desert. Okay, so now we're done with all of the infantry, so just get a good look at all of that. Let's see if I can get the focus. Beautiful. Okay, so now we'll move on to the vehicles. So going left to right, let's move the lighting a little bit. Okay, so in the back left we have a Bison self-propelled gun. I don't have the part for that right there, but I can buy it at Brick Fair. So basically, it's on a Panzer II chassis, and you could call it a artillery piece or a tank destroyer. It's really what you want to say. But in the back you have this German howitzer, the SIG 33. It's based off of Belgian World War II builders, designed from Flickr. Really nice. The chassis, it was designed by MJ Louder. He helped me with that. Then I put the rest together by looking at some of the stuff that Belgian World War II builder did. So I enjoy this. I was thinking about making it be a kit, but then I just decided not to because it has too much in common with what Belgian World War II builder did, and that's just, I find that to be wrong. Cough Cough X39, selling what his friends make. But anyway, so that's just the Panzer II Bison. Moving on from that, we have a little Kettenkrad with a, I don't even remember the name of this gun. It's a 8.8 centimeter gun, small little field gun. So yeah, Kettenkrad, it's basically a motorcycle. You saw it used in the Battle of Rommel and what is it called? Saving Private Ryan, or also the stop motion done by JS Lego Master. So moving on from that, we have a little Tks Tank. Now, for those of you who didn't know, this was used by Poland at the start of World War II. But when they were done, when Poland was knocked out of the war and they were captured by the Germans, they were actually put to use guarding Luftwaffe airfields. Luftwaffe, also known as the German Air Force. So figures like this guy down here, he could be used guarding this vehicle, or just using it to protect the base, you would say. So it is missing like the little like wheel parts, but I have them over here on the Bison. So I definitely need to buy some more tank parts from Bricklink, which I actually have ordered in the making for Brick for Virginia, because I need to do a War of 1812 build. So yeah, I probably should add those to the parts list. And finally, I think this was the first kit I ever got from Brickmania. It's either this or the M3 Stuart. This is the Stug 3 OS G. So you can tell it's an OS G because it has the the side, whatever that armor is called, I forget. And then the type of gun it has. It was a really amazing kit. It is a little bit big, I'll say. I've kind of lost interest in the 135th. I'm definitely not going to go down to the 145th because that's way too small for me, but maybe 140th, good in between scale of the 145th height of a figure and the 135th width of a figure. So if you guys have ever heard like the arguments between scaling of vehicles, that's because again the width of a minifigure is actually 135th the size of a human, but the height is actually 145th. So that's why you see a lot of people building 145th, because it looks way too tall for 135th model, but the width of it looks fine for 135th model. It's just that it's a little stretched out. So you see some people on Flickr grabbing plates. This one would be black, the match. Then you put them on the foot of the figure to make them look taller, so 135th doesn't seem as big. But most of the time, people just started to build smaller, which, I can support. But anyway, so that's the Stug 3. There is an interior to it, but there's not really like anything. There's just some boxes and I believe some stick grenades I left in there for years, and I just have never felt like taking out. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I may be doing more Army videos in the future, depending on how much you guys like this. So thank you all so much for watching. Please remember to rate, comment, and subscribe, guys, and goodbye.